Last night I had the opportunity to finally see The Iron Claw. This is a movie I had been waiting to see since December, back when it first released. I hadn't got the opportunity to go out and see it when it was in the theaters, but I finally saw it last night, and was it good? Hello, everyone. This is Bob from Was It Good? And as I said before, I had the opportunity to finally see The Iron Claw. Now, The Iron Claw is a movie that is about the Von Erich brothers. This is a legendary wrestling family that found fame in the early 1980s. They experienced a lot of triumph despite the fact that they had an overbearing father who was also their coach. And it's also a family that dealt with multiple tragedies, and that's what this film really focuses on: is the triumph that this family saw, but the multiple tragedies. The tragedies were very much Kennedy-esque. The film was directed and written by Sean Durkin, and it stars Zac Efron, Jeremy Allen White, and Harris Dickinson. Now, was the movie good? I have to say, yes, it was. This was a very, very good movie. For one, it captured the sense of brotherhood that the brothers felt amongst each other, and you could really feel like they were a close knit family. You got to see them cheering each other on. You got to see a little bit of jealousy and family rivalry here and there. But overall, as they dealt with, like I said, an overbearing father and coach, you really got to see them triumph in those situations. But they also dealt with multiple tragedies, and so you got to see that sense of brotherhood as they dealt with each individual tragedy. One of the things that I thought this film did very well was it captured the environment of wrestling back in that time. So, as somebody who was a wrestling fan back in the 1980s, I understand what wrestling was like then. This is before all of the modern look of the WWE. This is back when wrestling was in local territories. And so you really got to see or get that local feel. There was even moments where you would see them backstage talking with their opponents and discussing how the match was going to go. So it was really cool, I think, getting to see what wrestling was like back in that day. And being that the brothers were wrestlers together, you got to see them interacting with each other and kind of reliving some of those. And for me, that was a real treat because I remember a lot of them wrestling back in that time. Another thing that I thought was really good about this is Zac Efron, I thought really did a great job in this movie. I got to be honest, I didn't realize how good of an actor Zac Efron was, and I thought he did a fantastic job in this movie. He really committed himself to the role in the way that he changed his body for this role, and the acting depth that he brought to the role. I really felt what he was feeling as the family was dealing with multiple tragedies. As I said, it was very Kennedy-esque, almost so much so that the family would even say that there was a curse on the family. And you really felt that as each tragedy happened, just one right after the other. As Zac Efron's character, as he played Kevin Von Erich, you really got to feel what he felt. Another performance I thought was really good was Jeremy Allen White. He played Kerry Von Erich. And Kerry Von Erich is probably the brother I remember the most wrestling back in that time. And I thought at times as I was watching him, it felt like I was watching Kerry Von Erich. And it was kind of nice seeing that. The thing, though, is about this movie is, like I said, there are multiple tragedies in it, and because there are multiple tragedies, it is a very tough movie to watch. This is not an easy watch. This is inspired by a true story, and all I can say is if you cry easily at movies, make sure that you have a box of tissue handy, because this can be a tearjerker at times. There was one point in the movie where towards the end of the film that really grabbed me, and as I've finished watching that scene, I was just like, wow, I can't believe that. It really tugged at my heartstrings and really got the feels out of me. Despite the multiple tragedies throughout the movie does find a way to end on a hopeful note. And I really did appreciate that about the film, because it takes you on such a ride, first with highs in the first part of the film, and then through negatives going through the rest of the second half of the film. And so I was glad that it found a way to end on a hopeful note. Overall, I thought this was a very good movie. I think everybody should see it. Just keep in mind, this is a rated R movie, so make sure your kids aren't around. If you have kids, there are a few things here and there that you probably don't want them to see. But I do recommend this movie. Was it good? Yes, it was. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you think. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you disagree with me and you thought it was a terrible movie, that's fine. Maybe you do agree with me. If you disagree, that's fine. Just leave a comment in the comment section below. It's fine to disagree, but let's not be disagreeable. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.